Hi, Zizaran here with another video, and I hate the crafting link mechanic. Maybe you do too, so I figured I would turn this into a video, and Steelmage is actually going to walk me through a one craft. This link mechanic makes me feel stupid, at least this part of it. So, hi Steel!
Hello. Yeah, so now to be clear, I've only attempted this craft twice, but it's not super complicated. It's more about getting a little bit lucky. You can't actually really get 100% chance to get what you want, but you can have really high odds to get like a perfect item, which is really fun to me at
That's
least.
what we want. Am I
So
going
this is
to
basically
need mostly high level crafts for this? Because a lot of mine are low level. Wow.
because we're gonna use your beasties from your low level mapping, we can probably squeeze in some extra eye level. I'm not too worried about that.
Okay. I did buy 4 beast craft additional, so they're all the same type. And then I
Well, let's
need... Do I need... I guess I need a row one?
Yeah, so you're going to want to be abusing row, column, and adjacent. Row and column are simple, right?
They don't
You
need
probably
any
buy
category, right?
No. So you just buy like 8 of those or something like that. That'll be totally fine.
I
You
think
probably
I
already
think I
have a
have.
bunch actually. Yeah, so that's not too bad.
Okay.
Those ones are not too scary. It's the adjacent that are the real pain, and that would be my main feedback. Would be to remove the corpse type, even though that's what the whole point of it is. But it ends up being a little bit too tedious, in my opinion.
So I use this one. 40% increased effect of beast corpses adjacent.
Yeah.
Do I
So you're
need
gonna want
1 or 4?
4. There is another adjacent corner. Now, I'll show you my graveyard, and maybe you can like look at some others if you really want to. But I'll just show you what I did. There's definitely better optimizations. But my logic is you only really have to min-max this part of the lead mechanic to save on those really expensive crafts you just bought, the 3D ones.
Yeah.
The additional craft. Everything else is just like extra, right?
I
And you
am
can
gonna take out all my other crafts so I don't accidentally put the wrong one in.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I would definitely start with a clean sweep so that you can put them in and just control click them in real nice and easy.
Yeah.
And I'll let you pick the order in which we do it. I definitely would do
start
that
with the
in
hard
chunks.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what I did too. People told me not to, but I'm smart enough to figure out why that's a bad idea. Just don't misclick, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's the logic.
Okay, so right now I have loads of the row, column, and additional ones. Where last time I did it here, but this isn't actually a column, is it?
That looks like a column. Yeah, that should be a column. You can actually see it really clear.
But if I hover over this one doesn't light up. So people are saying it's not a column because it's bugged because of this this little stupid tower.
Oh wow! So all the websites are like bricked.
The websites are bricked because they're not connected.
That's actually totally fine because we don't use that part of the graveyard abuse anyway too much, so that's fine. We actually use the bottom left and the top right.
Is this bottom left?
Yeah.
Okay, so would you put like row here or do I put row down here?
Well, I'll just show you like a. I'm just trying to see if I have a good screenshot. Well, actually, see, I wonder if that's going to intimidate you too much. I'll just link it to you because you're smart. You'll figure it out. So basically, you see how you have 5 yellow tiles, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that bottom left corner. Those are. I actually messed up. You need 5 beast adjacents, but that's fine.
Okay.
What you're doing is you're putting those big crafts, those really expensive ones. We're talking the 2D value ones on those pink tiles. Yeah, so you can place the 5 beasties first, and then all you're doing is basically juicing up that bottom left corner. And you'll see there's a bunch of dots and stuff on that thing I just linked. Ignore everything else because you're really only
wait. No.
min-max.
Repeat that part.
The bit about the dots everywhere.
Yeah. So I see see the 4 pink dots. That's where I put the copies, right? And the yellow is beast.
Yeah. Now, to be clear, not copy, additional.
Yes.
It's a small distinction, but they're completely different crafts.
Right.
But yeah, there's a bunch of lines on that thing to the right and above and all that kind of stuff. We only really need to juice that bottom left corner. It's min-maxy to add in more stuff, but you don't actually have to do that. We still can do it after, but let's just focus on the bottom left corner because
Okay.
that's what you save about 5 divine orbs, right? This is
Yeah.
what you're saving like
Do you
all your
also
money.
do like a chance to reuse on this?
I put those at the end if I have space. You most likely won't because you're gonna need more eye level.
Okay. So I start off by I put the row 1 here from the picture you linked me, right?
Yeah.
That's the 4th one. Okay. And then the ones just around that are going to be the copy. Craft an
Correct.
additional item.
Because they're gonna get all the buffs. They're gonna get like triple buffed basically.
Okay, cool. And now I put that in all the corners around, making this a 9, like a numpad.
Yep.
Okay, beast corpses. Beast corpses. Beast corpses. Beast corpses. So now these are Giga additional.
Yeah.
And then I'm guessing I do columns above them?
This graveyard is boosted by rows. So the blue ones are the row buffs that you can do.
Oh,
So you see those blue dots?
yeah, the ones
Yeah.
that are these 3?
Yeah.
So do you
To
usually
be
use
clear-
multiple?
Yeah, on the long rows, you see how that's a really long row?
Yeah.
You can add additional rows it'll keep buffing, right? It'll just keep buffing and buffing.
Right.
So theoretically, you could have one really big juiced row tile, but the problem with that is you're consuming one grave every time. So you
Yeah.
don't want to do too many.
So what do you normally put here at the bottom? I usually do rating.
Oh, mod tier rating?
Yeah, I don't know. What do you put there?
Oh, okay. So, now this is where it gets a little bit annoying, and you don't have to do this. I didn't actually do this for my first craft, but those are actually pretty juiced tiles, the ones at the bottom. You see they say 115%?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so those are actually pretty strong. So what you can do instead is put things like gem scarcer, elemental scarcer, attack scarcer. Just be aware that those ones next to the adjacent will need to be beasts as well.
Yeah. So I'll try to see if I have any gem scarcer or...
'Cause those crafts are kind of annoying to buy. You don't have to do that, by the way, but you might as well if you can. Technically, by the way, if you don't want to even do that, just put any scarcer in there that's a beast.
Okay.
It's better to do something than nothing.
Can I
right?
search for monster?
Now that... See, I have mine organized by scarcity, so it's a bit easier.
Ah.
I think you're just gonna have to read them all. There probably is some regex tech, but I'm
This
not...
works. Just searching
Yeah,
monster
too easy
category
then.
beast and then scarcer.
too
Mana
easy.
scarcer Ellie?
Yeah, Ellie is fantastic.
Okay.
That is one of the rare ones. I believe it's like Ellie, attack, gem, crit, and maybe chaos. Well, maybe not chaos. Oh, and speed, but you want speed on this craft.
Critical. I have another Ellie. Do I want 3? Attribute.
You have
Gem?
a craft open from chat. Yeah, gem's good.
Attribute?
Now, attribute blocking is optional in this craft because you can technically hit int on the suffix.
Okay.
I'm not sure if your craft has attributes blocked or not.
I'm not sure. So I have 3 elemental beasts and 1
Yeah,
gem.
before you start placing them, because we're just sitting up in the meta mod crafting now. If we are going to start placing these ones, we might want to look at your Path of Exile. So I think you got linked one earlier. I'm not 100% sure which one you have.
This is the one that someone linked and they said it was Exiles. Well, no, I'm just looking at it and thinking, like, doesn't this hit projectile speed very often?
It does very often, yes.
I don't want to hit that.
No, you don't. But without going too much into investment, this is that's why I said it's a gamble, right? Unfortunately, we are just trying to hit a fractured base here.
True.
So that's why we do so many copies, right? Or so many additional, because we want to hit mana, cast speed, hybrid mana. Those are the 3 mods we're looking for, and we're trying to fracture 2 of those modifiers.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so Exile did, if you click +1 additional explicit modifier on that same link, it's in like mid top right.
Got it.
Yep. You can actually see the odds should go from 1 in 7 to 1 in 3. And you can make that a little bit lower even if you want. So I personally did a 6 mod item to increase the chance of hitting the 3 good mods. But obviously if you do 5 and you're fracturing 2 mods, you have a 2 in 5 instead of a 3 in 6. I personally went for the 3 and 6 gamble instead. I think it's a bit better.
So you think I should do +1 explicit or +2 explicit?
I do.
Okay.
Exile,
I mean, I'm very happy to
Exile.
take your advice because I hate leaving me. It's confusing and weird.
Yeah. Well, do you want me to explain real quick why? Because I think you'll get it immediately. Quick.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So you know, fossil crafting wands, how you're forcing the +2 because there's only 3 mods you can hit.
Yeah.
And so anytime you get 6
So
mods,
like on
it's
minion ones.
guaranteed. It's the same thing with this.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So by 6 modding it, you have to roll them all. You have to.
What about Sils said? Is it beneficial to do speed scarce since cast speed is affected by caster mod on its own, or do you fuck up the prefixes too much then?
It fucks it up too much because if you look at a wand, they're wands. They have lots of custom mods. So you end up completely bricking it.
That's what I thought.
Because there's 10 trillion of them.
Okay. So we do have attribute scarcer in this. Are we doing elemental scarcer in this? Yeah, but only 300. So if I do 1 elemental scarcer here, 150 increased by 40 and 25.
It'll get increased more because you're going to put more rows down.
So I just need to put 1 down for now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll put 1 elemental scarcer and I'm putting that here next to the beast thing.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a 247 on its own. And then I can put 1 gem over here.
Yep.
Jesus. 495 scarcer.
Yeah. And remember, you got to put 2 more rows down to the right.
Here?
Yep, 2 more. Yep.
Fucking confusing crafting. Did I
But the
need...
good news is you're actually pretty much almost done because there's only you got to make like a mini version of that on the other side for the fracture crafts, obviously. But after that, you can just start placing stuff down pretty much.
Okay. So now this is 320, this is 640. Is there anything special I should put here? Like below? Because this only gets the row stuff.
I would leave those till last.
Okay.
Those are essentially just slightly juice slots. Those are what I would put your maybe your speed increases on.
Okay.
Something slightly more valuable, but not item level, for example, because that's only going to go 1 to 1, right? It's not going to get buffed. Because
so what would be the next step now?
Now I would set up your fracture section. So if you go to the top right, all the way on the other side.
Well, let me open the picture. So that's up here somewhere. Here?
Yep. Yep.
And these?
Now, you will need to again do the same type thing, but this time you're only doing 2 type.
Right. I need to buy the fracture ones. I don't know if I have any. I have 1 construct. What is the one I already have? Undead. So I should they should all be the same type.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get rid of this one. See what I can buy these used.
To be clear, depending on the price point of these fractures, you could literally probably just place them down and it wouldn't be a big deal.
They're 14C.
Yeah, so you could honestly just ignore this and just start popping stuff down. I'd have to double check the grave power, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's a very like we're talking like 1 extra corpse difference. So you could probably just start slapping them down if you really want to.
Okay. These are all humanoid, the ones I'm buying. Oh.
Yeah, if they are humanoid, you probably it could definitely be worth doing. Because I think you do have a lot of those row and column corpses.
I think somebody else is buying them out.
Yeah, now this is quite an annoying part, having to buy 5 trillion corpses. This is definitely why I would recommend to anybody who wants to craft with the strategy, to have one of the 3 atlases to be something related to farming all flames and what do you call it, corpses. I think Gremro actually has a really good strategy for this, which is really fun as well. It uses domination instead of ambush, which is a fair bit cheaper and a bit more fun because you get all the buffs too. Yeah. So the just to explain to Chad again, the reason why we want to do same type here is now this is the part I don't like, but the adjacent craft has a different requirement. It's not just positioning, but it's also type. So instead of it's not just being adjacent to the corpse, but you also need it to be of the same type of corpse. So when you're doing like a big adjacent section of the graveyard, you're going to want all of the adjacents to be of the same corpse type, and everything you put in there to be of the same corpse type. So essentially, you're doing one specific section of the graveyard that's just going to be beasts or humanoids.
Do I only need 2 fracture ones?
Well, let's see. Well, if you were to follow the corpse power here, you'd be getting a value of 2.6 times 25%. You would need 3 for this part. You would need 3.
Okay, cool. So I need 1 more undead.
Yeah, and to be clear, that's if you are going to do the full top right section of the build of the graveyard.
Yeah, these
If
are
you,
all
if you wanted
undead.
to skip this part, yeah, if you wanted to skip this part and not have the same corpse type, you would have to buy 8.
Okay.
But given the price point, that's actually not that bad anymore. They used to be a bit more expensive.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap. Okay, and then adjacent. And I need 2 of these? Yeah.
For this one, yes, 2.
Okay.
Yeah, this gives you 2 really strong tiles, and then then a couple of
this base thing that we're doing, is this ideally what I want to do for every craft, regardless? Like just like this like numpad here, and then
So yeah, just to explain again why we're doing it, right? It depends on the corpses you use. There's two reasons we do this, right? Number one is it allows you to use very expensive corpses more efficiently because you get more value out of each corpse you place. So if you're not using any additional crafts, for example, you can ignore all of this.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of cool. I think a lot of people don't really maybe understand that. We're only doing this really to save on that one corpse. But to be fair, it's really OP corpse. You don't want, you know what I mean? Because it gives you 3 crafts worth of value, right? So
the 40% adjacent goes here, right?
Yep.
Adjacent undead, and then the other one goes here. And then here is the fracture, which is undead.
Yep.
And then here.
Yeah, so yep.
Where does the 3rd one go?
Now,
Here?
on my strategy, so I juiced it up a bit more, but you see that like mid left, like just left of here, that 100% tile?
Here?
No, left. Yeah. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay. That's
I'm
where
sharing
I
on
put
Discord, by
mine.
the way, if you haven't seen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that tile right there, you can just boost it more, right? Just to get a bit more value out of that specific tile.
But then, do I also need another adjacent?
No. So all I did was I put an additional row down, I believe, to the left of the 130% craft. So you see how
so you
there's
have a row here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it buffs it just a little bit
And
more.
then a fracture there, here.
Yeah. Now you just need to fill out the rest of those row and columns.
Okay.
Just to anything that's going to affect the fracture crafts you placed, essentially. So there should be 2
do I do
columns.
more rows here? Oh wait.
Yeah. Should be 1 more row. 1 more row there.
I don't know if I have more. Okay. Do I put 2 more rows on this row?
Yes. Wait. Only where the blue tiles are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this green one here at the end, this gets something else?
Yeah, that's just
Shape
props you put
crafts.
in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Columns. I see that
we can do
there's
columns now.
one here.
Yep.
And there's 2 here.
Yep. And I believe, technically speaking, we're done.
What about this stuff over here? There's like, it says there's a column thing here.
Yep, so you mentioned that it's not connected.
Yeah.
I believe that goes against our understanding of how it worked originally, like a few days ago.
Okay,
Just
cool.
remember, it's still early league, boys.
Yeah. True.
So you don't actually have to place those necessarily. You can just ignore
Okay.
that for now.
So we have loads of we have the fracture and the split, so now I just need to set down the scarcities and stuff. So I should go get some speed ones, right? We want a lot of speed.
Before we continue, we'll just real quick count how much percentage power we have. So
Okay.
just count. So 56.
Wait, I'll get a calculator. 56.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, can I just click craft on this?
This one you can because they're connected. Yeah.
170. 170
Yeah, so
fracture.
At the moment, that would be a small gamble.
But if I put one more row in here, that fixes that, no?
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Absolutely.
183.
Yeah.
Can I just throw in one extra fracture?
You definitely can. You definitely can.
I think I will. Does it matter if it's undead? Because I don't... Do I want over?
Over would be bad. Because you can get 3 fracture then.
What was the number I was at before I added this row?
I believe it was 170 something. So I think it would be perfectly good to go if you put it in a blank tile.
Okay, so if I delete this and then buy one more fracture, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm 195. It's a 5% chance it breaks.
Yeah, but you're doing 3 crafts anyway, so it's all right. I think there's some small buff tiles you could do anyway. We do 25 times 1.25, 31. Yeah, you can just put it in a 25% power row. So any of those green... Actually, if you put the... Oh, it's because it's buffed too much, actually. There'll be places you can put it, don't worry. Don't worry, to make it 200%.
Okay.
I would be placing the fracture...
So I delete
probably...
this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
and then...
I believe that row is buffed quite a bit.
This row only has one column. So if I put it here, I get 25% buff on it.
Oh, there's supposed to be 2 columns there. That's funny.
I see.
Well, you can just buff it once. That's fine. Just put, like you said, put the fracture in, and call that a day. I reckon.
201. 1% chance
Beautiful.
of it.
Yep. And then go back to the additional was like what?
201. Oh, right.
Yeah.
These are also all connected, so I can check here. 176.
That's probably good enough, because, well, it's up to you. You could obviously do the same thing. And obviously, the cool thing about additional craft is you want more crafts, so you could potentially put it in the...
Here?
I believe the bottom left, or... actually... if you go all the way to the bottom right, is a pretty good buffed one, actually.
This one?
Yeah, because it's got triple row buffs.
Right. Technically, wouldn't the best thing be to destroy the gem modifiers or scarcer and put it here as a beast?
Yeah, definitely. Although it sucks to delete a gem one, but I don't think they're too expensive.
I'm gonna look how much they are.
If you look at that
They're
big
20C.
spreadsheet
They're
thing-
20C. They're 20C.
Yeah. But you can create more 115% slots. In fact, actually, I think you have one right below. If you go back to top right, I believe there's a 50% column buffed that you can buff with one adjacent, and then that would be good to go.
Oh, okay. Let me do this first. I'll do
Yeah, no drama.
additional...
You can do it. You can place it however you wish. Just buff it as much as you can with your current setup.
Okay. Shit, what's the wording on additional item again?
Just do additional necropolis. I think that works. Yeah.
Wait, I can't do that.
Oh, I did the weird gravy text line. The grave key, whatever it's called.
Oh. Oh, I found it, yeah. Okay, and I want a beast. Wait, 3C. What the... Not sure if price fix or mislist. Imagine if this craft doesn't work. That'd be devastating. You bricked one of these, right?
Yeah, it's definitely not a 100% chance to succeed. Because we are essentially crafting a wand that I would have deemed uncraftable before the patch. So it's kind of insane to make essentially a mirror tier wand.
Yeah.
And I would say it's probably like a 50% chance or something.
Right.
The reason I say that is because I tried it twice and it worked once.
Right.
It's good math.
Okay, we don't need that anymore. Okay, I'm gonna destroy the gem scarcer. Boom. Based additional item. This is now a 219.
So you have small chance at 3 now.
So we can just put a gem one here then. It'll get the row buffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, 525 elemental.
Now's the easy part. I believe everything's done. You just now you can just start placing stuff. So what I would do
I'll put some speed ones here.
is I would place the shit ones first. So the
Okay.
shit ones would be tier rating and item level.
Tier rating.
Although item level is gonna be tricky for you. Try to connect them if you can somehow. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna be putting more like row things down and stuff like here.
No, you can. Now this is the optional part, right? Where you get more value if you put them in the blue tiles that are linked in that little image. If you put the column and the rows in those linked ones, it'll give you more value. The only exception being that that one column run in the middle left, because like you said, it doesn't link properly.
Yeah. That makes sense. Let's see. I'm buy some necro rows. I'm actually gonna try to buy some high level ones when I'm buying.
Yeah. If you can get a few more eye level by buying 83s, it could be a real savior here. Because you are gonna want 84. So if you could pad this with like gem tier 83s and ida level and explicit mod 83s, I probably even have a few. Just to increase the chance that it's not super low level. Because unfortunately we are not aware, at least I'm not aware yet, of the formula for item level. I'm sure somebody who's watching is aware of that, but unfortunately I don't know yet for sure.
Good luck, say hi to Steel for me. Does this guy have time to trade? He has 3. Okay, so I bought a few row ones. Well, oh, he's okay, damn. I'll buy 3 more rows. Okay, so we'll put down some tier rating ones and rows. So I can do... So here it says like 2 rows here and 2 rows here. And then I can put tier ratings on the other side of those, right? That seems good. Oh! Haha! Schlon died. Awesome.
Why is that awesome?
He's like a scammer that PKs people. Everybody else want to ignore.
Oh!
He's the scammer guy. It's like the only hardcore scammer.
That's funny. The Grafer died. Rimboza. Rip.
Everyone's celebrating. Excellent.
That's toxic.
There, and then I start connecting here with, I'll do my rating ones here then. And at least like, most of them are 78 to 80 and stuff.
Yeah. I guess that's fine. Just make sure you don't go too high rating tier. So it's 1100 you want.
Okay.
So just do your best to connect them so we can see the...
At the moment I have
It's a bit easy.
600.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna put. So what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna put one speed one here because we need a lot of speed anyway. So that connects these two, and then I'm gonna put one more rating here, and that connects everything so that we can see it easier.
Yep.
Fire
At least we can see
modifier
the eye
rating.
level.
Rating and then speed increase. Let's see if I have a there. Okay. Right now it's 80 without any plus ones.
Beautiful. That's actually not too bad. Because you're going to want to place one down anyway, so we can do that now. Because you know you're always going to bump it up to 84. Remember though, the binary ones, so eye level, need to be placed in the green, the dark green slots.
Okay.
Those are essentially that's like no buffs.
I think all my plus 2 item level ones are low ones.
I can definitely sort you out there.
Okay, cool.
I'll just come to... Yeah, I'll just join your party, if that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Just invite me.
Just let me know like how much that is so I can pay you.
Are they actually worth something, Chad?
They're probably like 8C or 5C. I think most
They're
corpses are.
3C.
Oh, okay.
Well, the item level ones are kind of abundant, so...
Yeah. Still, rather pay for things. So, a green square, that would be
Like
this
this.
one.
Yep.
Okay. I wonder if that like pops it even more up. Okay, no, just 81. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So, we need a bunch more speed. I need quite a lot of speed. 500.
Those are scarcer.
I know.
Just...
I only
okay.
grabbed a high one.
No worries.
500. 500.
And remember, you won't need 7 of these because they're going to get buffed a bit.
Yeah. I'm just gonna grab my highest ones. 79. Speed. I put that one here. So that it gets buffed even more on the row.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. We're at 875. Did you just trade Steelmage, Rip? And I won 3,500?
Yeah. I don't believe it's... I'd have to double check the calc, but it's probably not super exact. No,
Okay.
you can actually go down quite a bit.
And
You can
then
go down to about 3,000%. It's not an exact science necessarily, especially because Path of Exile is not necessarily like 100,000% like accurate.
yeah.
It's like mostly accurate. Like
I think I
it's
need more
definitely...
row ones.
I mean, I'll tell you what, they're good to buy. You'll definitely want to do a similar setup for any, you know, of those additional craft corpses.
Yeah.
So if you just happen to buy like 10 at a time or 5 at a time here and there, it's super worth.
I'm buying another 2. 'Cause this guy sells 2. The thing I don't like is that it takes like an hour to craft.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's a project. I personally, when you finally get to click the button though, and something good happens, it's very satisfying.
Yeah, see, all my crafts so far have failed on an 80% chance, so...
I really do hope this one lands for you, friend.
So now I can do speed ones down here, right? I'll do 2 speeds here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
75, 75. Okay, we're now at 3,500 speed. So speed's done.
Mm-hmm.
Attack mods are scarcer.
Yeah, these are some pricey ones as well. Obviously, well, maybe not pricey actually. It's just rare. Like they're just annoying to find.
Am I searching for it wrong? Yes. It's 150, right?
Yeah.
How many do you think I need?
It's 5 in here. Let's see if I can take it out a bit.
Trying to grab my highest ones.
Yeah, it is looking like you want 5, but you might still have some buff spots, or you can make some buff spots.
Okay, I got 5.
You sort of see the value of the buff spots, right? It's like really annoying.
Yeah. So I can put
to get 5 of them.
3. I can put 3 in the buff spot at the bottom with the row.
Yep.
Okay, this is 262, and I'm guessing. Does this?
If you already have 750, you're good.
Oh, 712.
Yeah, you might need one more then.
Just throw one here.
Yeah, whatever's fine.
Okay. There. So we've got attacks. We don't have attributes right now.
Just as a reminder, you don't need a tribute. I would not replace that actually.
Okay. Increased mana modifier. I just need one.
Yeah. Now the reason for that is because the more you increase it, the more things like mana regen you hit.
Right.
Which is not a bad stat, don't get me wrong. But yeah. I think also because that's such a high weighting, it's already buffed so much.
Yeah. So I don't need to put that in a buff tile. I'll put that like above here where we're not doing anything.
Correct.
Okay, 500 mana. We have 3,500 speed. We have the Scarcer. I need Chaos, Cold, and Critical Scarcer. We have Elemental.
And fire and lightning. Just all the trifecta.
Okay, let's see. Physical? Do we need,
need a
physical
fizz?
Scarcer?
Yes.
It's not in here.
Oh yeah, true.
Why
I
is it
use
not
one.
in here?
I use
So I'm
one.
grabbing at least one. We have Elemental.
Maybe just place it
Life.
last if you have room.
Life we're using. Cold. Lightning.
Yeah, you need 2 of fire, cold, and lightning. And a life. Do you have a life one?
Yeah.
Cool.
Try to see if I have a higher life one. Chaos Scarcer. Did I have 2 fire? No. And then lightning. Okay, 2 lightning, 2 fire, 2 cold. I have 1 chaos. Do I need only 1? Yeah.
Just need 1, yeah.
And these are just put anywhere?
Yeah, with the graveyard you're rocking, you can just put them anywhere, yep. You have 3 lightning as well, so only place 2, because your graveyard is going to be a bit tight.
Okay. Me again. Okay, let's see how we're looking. Physical, fire, cold, lightning, LE, chaos, life attack, gem. Don't we have everything then?
Crit.
Oh.
You need 1 crit.
1 crit, and we need modifier. No, we need explicit modifiers.
Yep.
I feel like we have a lot of room.
You still need a lot of mod tier rating. And
okay.
you still need explicit as well?
Yeah, but we have
Yeah.
like 30 open graves. Okay.
Probably gonna use them all.
2 explicits. Okay, 2 explicits are in. How much mod tier rating do we have? 725.
You need 1100. So that's about 8
100,
corpses.
200, yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know how the mod tier rating mod works, essentially, no matter what happens, this is going to be a 6 T1 item. No matter what happens, it has to roll 6 mods, and it can only roll tier 1. So this is going to be a mirror tier wand in some way. It could be mana on kill and life on kill, but they're going to be tier 1. So
Okay,
no
it's
matter what happens
1125
is-
modifier tier rating.
Perfect.
Plus 2
So check the eye
explicit.
lock.
It is 81.
Yeah. So that's the downside of using those low-level corpses.
Do you
which is not too bad. It's
have-
only 3.
Do you have 3 of those that are high level?
Well, we might as well. I'll give you 3, but we might as well do 2 at the beginning.
Okay, yeah, because it might pull the average up.
1, 2, 3. All right.
Do you know?
Now,
it'd be
this
r-
spot's.
Do you
Go
know
on.
it'd be really fun content? You could literally charge people a fee to walk people through their craft and turn it into content.
I'm confident enough to help you. Because I
Right.
know no matter what happens, you're rich as fuck, and this is a drop in the bucket. I'm not confident enough yet to help
Okay, it's
like someone
83.
who's yeah. Oh, you do need 84 then, yeah. All right, now this part's optional, but 30 qualitying it and divining it. There is now chat might be able to help me out here. If you fracture it, does it get affected by the divine beast or corpse?
People were saying it fractures before divining.
Yeah, I believe so. So unfortunately, the divine beast might not work, which is sad.
But we do quality because we want to be able to use the AoE enchant.
Now that's optional, and I would definitely place those last because these are your last few corpses.
Right. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12 open.
Yeah. So now now this is where you double check you got everything right for starters. So do that first.
Okay, cool.
Just like triple check.
Right, okay, so it says I'm supposed to have 500% mana increased. I have that. 3,500% increased. I have that. Attack mods are scarcer. 862. It says 750, so we're over that. Attribute scarcer. We ignored that. We didn't want to do that.
Yeah, so you can add that now if you would like.
What would you do?
I left it open because I view mana as a successful mod.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same.
Or sorry. But yeah.
Okay, let me look. Chaos modifier 300 scarcer, we have that. Cold 675 scarcer, we have that. Critical 300, we have that. LE mods 322 instead of 300, we have that. Fire 945 instead of 600, is that too much?
You can't really go too much with these. It's more about like cost and
Okay, gem
limit.
525, we have that. Life 300, we have 300. Lightning 600, we have that. 1100, we have 1125 plus 2 explicit. So yes, we have everything that this recipe says we should have.
Yeah. So now eye level, if you would like to do 30 quality now instead of later. Obviously, if you do it later, you can actually do it later because you can perfect puzzle it, and then that saves you 6 grave slots, which you could potentially use.
That's only the case. Like, for example, if it fractures things that are okay, but it doesn't fracture things I want, I can't perfect fossil them after.
Yeah, that's true. So you could item level it now. For the record, I did put I did put quality in.
I think I will put quality in.
Yeah.
Alright.
The final check.
84. We have everything.
84. Yeah.
Do we just send it?
You gotta do a prediction.
I gotta do a prediction. What should I predict?
So, I would say, will we get a wand? Oh, see, that's the thing. I think it has to be 2 usable fractures. So a usable fracture, just let me be the judge, I guess.
Okay.
But it would be things like flat mana, hybrid mana, cast speed, mana regen, are all solid.
Okay, so Steel is the judge. You have to be okay with that when predicting. Steel is the judge.
Yeah. So the ones can be complete garbage with 2 good fractures, and that's a dub, because that's what essentially we're going for.
What are our odds here? That's a great question. I don't know.
So I believe every single one has a 1 in 3 chance of rolling all 3 good mods, right? So you'll get, on average, you'll get 1 wand with hybrid spell damage mana, and cast speed, and then the other 2 will most likely roll 2, right? And then you're trying to fracture 2 of those good mods. Worth pointing out as well, though, other mods that can hit would be things like End and Mana Regen, and these are secondary good fractures. Like, if you got cast speed and Int, or cast speed and mana, or mana and Mana Regen, these would be acceptable in my eyes.
Okay.
So with that in mind, it's probably less than a coin flip, but it's not bad. Like, there's a good chance you hit.
By accident somewhere. I don't see where though. Oh, here. 7% chance for construct corpses to not be consumed.
Yeah, I would get rid of that and go all beastie. Because if you preserve even a single one of those additionals, it's huge. There's a chance you just preserve all 4, and you basically did this craft for like 2 or 3 divine. Like it's more tedium than expensive minus the those expensive corpses, those 4 no, it was 5 you placed, right?
41% chance to not be consumed.
Yeah. Because if that saves you like 4D with the corpses, that's huge, right?
Is there one more in the top right? No. No, this is super full now.
Alrighty. Okay, check out level 1 last time, just to double check. But I believe the prediction's in. 61% of believers.
I level 84, explicit 6. Every mod is double, triple checked.
Alright.
Should I just send it?
Good
And
luck,
it's
my friend.
profane 1, right?
Correct, yeah, profane. Good luck.
May the grace of Prospero relieve you of your anguish and aid this soldier, so that you may become the guiding light of the Empire, walking in the footsteps of the brave Alano Grisha!
Alright, cast speed and projectile speed. That's a brick.
You got so close. Oh, no.
Crit chance and
Yes.
mana. Oh, attack speed. These are all bad, right?
Okay, the cast speed, prod speed one is amazing, but it's not for this specific build, unfortunately.
Damn.
I would definitely try to annul the cast speed, prod speed one, though, and see what happens.
Just send it?
Yeah. I believe annulling is all you can really do.
I wonder if it's saved any of my crafts. Oh, I think it did.
Yeah, so you could... And because it's saved, right? Worth pointing out, you can't take them out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But because you've saved those, you could just literally just go again. Because you've actually saved 4D plus whatever additional corpses you saved there.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. You get a minus 4D on your next craft.
Alright, so I know this.
Yeah. That cast speed, prod speed one, by the way, is an insane spark wand. Like, actually, probably worth significantly more than the corpses you put in.
Oh, I know the suffix.
I think you just have to annul again, unfortunately.
So when I hit the cold?
You could just use it as is. But I would probably go for the annul there.
To be fair, I don't have a wand myself right now, is the thing.
Yeah, I mean, that does give you, what, 200 mana? Bunch of cast speed. The prod speed's gonna feel...
Well, I'm ball lightning
Prod
right
speed is-
now.
Yeah, the prod speed's definitely a brick for ball lightning.
Right.
It's not necessarily a brick for frostball, but it's definitely a brick for ball lightning.
What about these other ones? 154 manufactured though.
You could definitely craft some super budget stuff with that. Just slap on a woe and craft cast speed.
Yeah.
Man, that one, if that was cast speed instead of attack speed, oof. Yeah, that's definitely a data win, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would probably list the cast speed, prod speed one for. I mean, God, look how good that is for Spark. Spark is really good with that one.
It's got open suffix too.
I mean, I'd be selling it as the base as is, ignoring Archmage, and probably listing it for like some obnoxious price.
Oh, really?
You need prod speed on Spark, and profane cast speed fracture on top is just. I mean, imagine this before the league came out for Spark. Like that's like a.
So, like, I might not have lost money.
Oh no! Okay, so if I had to estimate the cost of the craft, minusing what you saved from the Beast Exorcism, I think you only spent about 5 Divine Orbs, maybe we'll say 6 Divine Orbs. And that one is 100% worth more than 6 Divines. That is worth significantly more than 6
Nick
Divines.
has one that is... Well, I can show you what Nick has. There's one for 12 divines up.
That's the same?
It's tier 1 cast speed, tier 1 projectile speed fractured. And And it's got tier 6 lightning, tier 2 mana.
Right, so he's just selling the fractured base for 12D.
Right.
Yeah, but I would definitely match that for sure. I would definitely try matching that.
Okay.
Wait, if
Okay.
that sells, you could now do that craft 2 more times. Of course, you still lost money in terms of time, but that's the gamble. You missed a bit of a coin flip there, my friend.
Yeah.
You can see how it works, though, based off your misses, right? How you are trying to hit the double god fracture.
Yeah.
It's very close. It was very close.
I'll try doing it
It's kinda
again.
Yeah. Are you gonna try now?
It took so long to set it up.
Yeah. I don't know if I do 2 back to back.
Yeah. I'll probably have like I'm still level 91. I need to level. I need to farm a Watcher's Eye.
Mhm.
We can do another one later. Thank you so much for teaching me.
No worries.
I'll
I hope you try
probably-
again, because my second one was when it hit. And I mean, it's definitely worth
I
it.
think right now I just buy a bunch of Deafening Woes, and both of these should be like pretty usable for me.
Yeah, I have a dead suffix on both of my ones, so you can definitely do that for now, and it'll be very usable.
So I think I'll just Deafening Woe until I hit cast speed.
Yep.
Awesome. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to do that. I really appreciate it.
Alright. Good luck, my friend.
Good luck. Bye. Thanks. That was nice of him. All right. I hope if we upload this to YouTube, I hope people enjoyed watching the Giga Long One craft. I don't know how long that was. Holy fuck. But hopefully someone learned something.